You must be willing to pay the price. There is a simple truth that separates the dreamers from the doers, the talkers from the achievers, and the average from the extraordinary. That truth is this: you must be willing to pay the price. Everybody wants success. Everyone wants the rewards, applause, the recognition, the wealth, the lifestyle. But very few are willing to endure the grind, the discipline, the failures, and the sacrifices that greatness demands. Success has a price tag, and it's not negotiable. Success has a price, and it's not negotiable. Let's get straight to the truth. Success is not free. It doesn't go on sale. It doesn't accept discounts. It doesn't care about excuses. Success has a price, and it's not negotiable. Everyone wants the reward, but very few are willing to pay what it truly costs. The dreams you have, the vision that keeps you awake at night, the goals you keep writing down, all of them are possible. But they won't come without sacrifice, discipline, consistency, and work. No one stumbles into greatness by accident. No one reaches the top while staying comfortable. And no one creates a legendary life by doing the bare minimum. The cost of entry is sacrifice. Want success? Be prepared to give something up. Time, comfort, sleep, distractions, toxic relationships, old habits. You can't hold on to what's holding you back and still expect to rise. The truth is, every breakthrough is preceded by a breakdown, a breaking down of your excuses, your limitations, your laziness. You must sacrifice who you've been in order to become who you're called to be. There is a version of you on the other side of discipline that you haven't even met yet, and that version only shows up when you start paying the price. Dreams without discipline are just delusions. You can't just want it, you have to work for it. Desire means nothing without discipline behind it. Everyone says they want success until they realize what it demands. It demands consistency when you feel like quitting. It demands effort when no one's watching. It demands that you show up rain or shine, tired or not, discouraged or not. Success doesn't respond to your emotions. It responds to your actions. You don't have to feel motivated. You have to be committed. Comfort will cost you more than commitment ever will. Here's a hard truth. Comfort is far more expensive than discipline, because comfort steals your potential, wastes your time, and robs you of the life you could have had. Success asks you to get uncomfortable, to stretch, to fail, to be embarrassed, to be misunderstood, to risk. But too many people choose the easy way out. They say, "I'll start tomorrow. It's not the right time. What if I fail?" And that mindset, that hesitation, it's costing them everything. While you're hesitating, someone else is grinding. While you're sleeping in, someone else is waking up with purpose. While you're making excuses, someone else is building a legacy. Comfort is a silent killer. It convinces you that you're okay where you are when you're actually far from your potential. Every level has a price tag. Whatever level you're at right now, if you want to go higher, it's going to cost you more. More focus, more patience, more sacrifice, more commitment. There's no arrival point where success becomes easy, because new levels demand new versions of you, and the scary part, the price increases as you rise. The pressure gets heavier, the expectations grow, the room gets smaller, but the reward, it gets bigger too. Most people stop growing because they want next-level results without next-level effort. They want the crown without the cross, the spotlight without the struggle, but you don't get to skip the pain. You don't get to skip the lonely nights, the losses, the lessons. That is the price. Pay it. You either pay the price now or pay the pain of regret later, and let me tell you, regret is the most expensive bill you'll ever pay. The pain of missing your moment, the pain of watching someone else live the life you knew was meant for you, the pain of knowing you had what it took but didn't take the shot. That's the real cost of comfort, regret, and no one talks about that. But here's the good news: you still have time. You still have fight. You still have a choice. The price for your dream isn't in some future moment. It's in what you do today, in what you choose when you wake up, in how you respond to pressure, in whether you rise or retreat. Pay it in full. Success isn't asking you to be perfect. It's asking you to be willing. Willing to sacrifice. Willing to grow. Willing to fail forward. Willing to work when no one claps. Willing to stay focused when others quit. The price is high, but the payoff is worth it. So stop negotiating with your destiny. Stop trying to bargain with your potential. Pay the price in full, because success doesn't go to the most talented. It goes to the most committed. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Let's talk about something that's quietly stealing your potential. It's not laziness. It's not lack of opportunity. It's not fear. It's comfort. Comfort the silent killer of dreams. Comfort the warm blanket that keeps you from becoming everything you were meant to be. Comfort is the enemy of growth because growth requires discomfort, and comfort, by definition, avoids it. You cannot live a comfortable life and grow into your highest potential at the same time. One must be sacrificed for the other. Nothing grows in the comfort zone. You've heard it before. Get out of your comfort zone. But what does that really mean? It means stop staying stuck in what's familiar just because it feels safe. It means stop repeating the same routines, talking to the same people, thinking the same thoughts, and expecting something to change. Growth is born in unfamiliar places. It lives in challenge. It thrives in uncertainty. It's forged in pressure. Think about anything you've achieved in your life that made you proud: a degree, a skill, a transformation. Did any of it come without effort, without sacrifice, without struggle? Of course not. Because the process of becoming better always feels uncomfortable. But that discomfort, that's the exact signal that you're growing. Comfort feels good. Until it doesn't. Comfort is sneaky. It convinces you that you're okay where you are even if deep down you're not. It whispers things like, you've done enough, it's not the right time, you don't want to push too hard. But comfort has a cost, and that cost is potential unrealized. It feels good in the short term, but long term it breeds regret, it leads to boredom, creates stagnation, it slowly drains your passion, your hunger, and your edge. You weren't designed to stay the same. You were built to stretch, to evolve, to rise. But none of that happens inside your comfort zone. Growth demands a fight. Here's the reality. Growth is not pretty. It's not always inspiring. It's painful. It's frustrating. It's slow. It's lifting the weights no one sees. It's having the hard conversations. It's waking up earlier, staying up later, pushing through resistance when everything inside you wants to quit. If you're not uncomfortable, you're probably not growing. Every level of your life will demand a new level of you, and that version doesn't show up by accident. It shows up through struggle, through failure, through pressure. You don't grow in the good times, you grow in the stretch. And people who go furthest in life are the ones who don't run from that stretch, they lean into it. Comfort will try to talk you out of your calling. Let me warn you, comfort will always give you a reason to settle. You'll hear, why work so hard when you're already doing better than most? Why change if things aren't broken? Why risk rejection, failure, or loss? Because comfort only cares about protecting the current version of you, not the greatness that's inside of you. But hear me clearly, greatness is not found in comfort. Purpose isn't found in the shallow end. Impact isn't made by staying safe. You're going to have to risk looking foolish. You're going to have to face uncertainty. You're going to have to show up scared and still go all in. The people who change the world aren't the most talented. They're the most courageous, the ones who felt fear and kept moving anyway. Discomfort is the currency of transformation. You want a better life. You want stronger relationships. You want more fulfillment, more purpose, more impact. You're going to have to do what's uncomfortable. Say no when it's easier to say yes. Train when it's easier to sleep in. Start when it's easier to wait. Speak when it's easier to stay silent. Discomfort is not the enemy, it's the path. It's the workout that hurts now but builds strength for life. It's the truth that stings today but sets you free tomorrow. It's the risk that terrifies you now but opens a door you never imagined. So don't avoid discomfort. Pursue it. Chase it. Build your capacity. Endure it, because that's how you become unshakable. Break free from the comfort trap. Comfort is tempting, but it will cost you everything if you stay there. There's a version of you that's powerful, disciplined, focused, unstoppable. That version lives outside of your comfort zone. So ask yourself today, are you living for comfort or are you living for growth? Because you can't chase both. Break free from the trap, step into the fire, stretch, struggle, fight, and become the person you were always meant to be. Because comfort may feel safe, but growth is where life begins. You can't evolve and stay the same. There's a powerful truth we all must face, a truth that separates the people who grow from the ones who stay stuck. It's simple, but it's undeniable. You can't evolve and stay the same. We all want transformation. We want a better life, a stronger mindset, deeper purpose, and higher levels of success. But most of us also want to hold on to our comfort, our habits, our old identity, and that's where the conflict lies. Change requires a cost. You cannot become more without releasing what no longer serves you. Growth demands letting go. Every new version of you requires something from the old you to die: a mindset, a routine, a circle, an excuse, a fear. You can't hold on to your past and walk into your future at the same time. You say you want to evolve, then it's time to let go of the stories you keep repeating about why you can't, the people who keep pulling you backward, the habits that bring comfort but steal progress. You can't change your life if you're unwilling to change you, because nothing around you will shift until something within you does. Old habits can't carry you to a new level. You can't become a new version of yourself while clinging to old behaviors. You can't keep skipping discipline and expect excellence. You can't keep choosing distraction and expect clarity. You can't stay passive and expect power. The life you want lives on the other side of the habits you're avoiding. Transformation is not a one-time decision. It's a daily surrender of comfort, ego, and outdated patterns. The path to elevation is narrow, and it doesn't allow you to drag dead weight with you. If you want to evolve, you must upgrade your actions to match your ambition. Your identity must evolve with your vision. Many people dream of a new life but never become the kind of person that life requires. You can't ask for more responsibility with the same mindset of avoidance. You can't chase leadership while still craving validation. You can't ask for a relationship built on trust if you haven't yet healed. Who you were got you here, but who you're becoming will take you there. Evolution means redefining who you are. It means standing up and saying, I'm no longer available for average. I'm done playing small. I'm stepping into alignment with the highest version of myself. That's not easy. It means discomfort. It means shedding the familiar. It means becoming a beginner again. But that's how growth works. You don't get to keep your old self and still step into a new season. The real work is internal. Most people want to change their environment, their job, their schedule, their relationships, but they never look within. True evolution isn't external, it starts inside. It's changing how you think, how you talk to yourself, how you react when things go wrong, how you show up when no one's watching. You can build the perfect plan, vision board, and strategy. But if you don't transform your thinking, you'll sabotage your own progress every time. You don't rise higher than your mindset. You don't outperform your self-image. Your internal growth creates your external reality. If you want new results, you need a new mindset to match them. Evolving means outgrowing what no longer fits. Let's be real, some things you once loved won't fit where you're going. Some people, habits, environments, and ways of thinking must be left behind, not because you're better, but because you're growing. This part of the process is uncomfortable. It can feel lonely. It can make you question everything. But please understand, you're not broken, you're evolving. You're shedding what's not aligned. You're creating space for what's coming. You're making room for something greater, and the people who grow into greatness are the ones who are willing to walk away from who they were to become who they're meant to be. Choose growth over familiarity. Here's what I want you to remember. You can't evolve and stay the same. You can't step into the new without releasing the old. You can't reach your potential by protecting your comfort. Every time you evolve, it will feel risky. It will feel uncertain. But on the other side of that uncertainty is your breakthrough. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to be willing to let go, to release what no longer fits, to trust the process, to keep growing even when it's hard, because the highest version of you. They're not waiting for you to be perfect. They're waiting for you to decide to evolve, decide to grow, decide to step into the fire and rise from it, because you can't evolve and stay the same. And the moment you stop clinging to the old, you make room for everything new. Do the work when no one is watching. We live in a world obsessed with visibility. We crave likes, validation, applause, and recognition. But here's the truth that separates the average from the elite, the talkers from the doers. The real work happens when no one is watching. The moments that define your greatness are not the ones where the cameras are rolling or the crowd is cheering. It's what you do in the dark, in silence, in solitude, when the world isn't watching. Will you still show up? Character is built in the unseen hours. Anyone can look disciplined in public. Anyone can act motivated for a moment. But your character, who you really are, is built in the moments no one sees. It's built at 5 a.m. when you choose to get up instead of hitting snooze. It's built late at night when you keep studying, keep training, keep building even though no one is applauding. It's built when you stay focused even when no one is keeping you accountable. Discipline isn't about what you do when it's easy, it's about what you do when no one is clapping. That's where champions are made. Success is earned in private before it's celebrated in public. People see the highlight reel, but they never see the hard work behind it. They see the trophy, not the training. They see the business, not the late nights. They see the breakthrough, not the breakdowns. But those who truly succeed know the process is more important than the praise. You must fall in love with the grind, with the repetition, with the lonely hours no one will ever give you credit for. That's the secret, not talent, not luck, not timing. Consistency in the shadows. Your standards in private determine your results in public. If you only work hard when others are watching, you'll never unlock your full potential, because your results will always match your standards behind closed doors. Do you cut corners when no one's looking? Do you slow down when there's no applause? Do you ease up when you could push a little harder? Because the most dangerous thing you can do is perform for approval instead of preparing in purpose. Excellence isn't what you do once, it's who you are when it doesn't count to anyone else but you. Private discipline creates public confidence. Confidence doesn't come from hype. It comes from preparation. When you've done the work in silence, in pain, in repetition, you carry something inside of you that no one can take. You walk differently when you know you've put in the hours no one else saw. You speak differently when you've studied when others slept. You lead differently when you've led yourself first in private. Private victories always precede public ones, so if you want to stand strong in front of the crowd, you have to build deep in the quiet. Don't work for recognition, work for readiness. Stop waiting for someone to notice you. Stop hoping someone gives you permission. Stop measuring your value by visibility. Do the work regardless. Because when the moment comes, the opportunity, the breakthrough, the stage, it will be too late to prepare. You won't rise to the occasion, you'll fall to the level of your training. So do the work when no one's watching. Not because it's glamorous, but because it matters, and because you matter. Be the one who chooses discipline in the dark. The truth is, most people will never see the hours you spend. They won't understand the sacrifice. They'll never know what it cost you, but that's okay. The goal isn't to be seen, the goal is to be ready. Let others sleep, you grind. Let others talk, you train. Let others fake it, you build it. Because one day, your private discipline will demand public respect. So keep showing up, keep putting in the reps, keep doing the work, especially when no one is watching, because that's what separates those who wish from those who win. Short-term sacrifice builds long-term freedom. There's a powerful principle that every successful person understands, one that shapes destinies, builds legacies, and separates those who merely wish from those who actually win. That principle is this: short-term sacrifice builds long-term freedom. Freedom is not free. Success is not handed out. Fulfillment isn't random. All of it is earned through choices, discipline, and yes, sacrifice. While most people chase comfort now, the truly committed understand that what you give up today determines what you can enjoy tomorrow. You can't have it all, at least not all at once. One of the biggest lies society pushes is that you can have it all without giving anything up. But the truth is, every yes is a no to something else. You can't binge every show, scroll for hours, party every weekend, and still expect to live a focused, purpose-driven life. If you want to rise, you must choose. Do you want comfort now or freedom later? Do you want ease today or elevation tomorrow? You can relax now and pay later. Or you can sacrifice now and reap the rewards for the rest of your life. That's the choice. And it's made in small, quiet moments every single day. Sacrifice isn't loss, it's strategic investment. Too many people see sacrifice as suffering, but it's not punishment, it's preparation. Sacrifice is giving up what you want now for what you want most. It's not losing, it's trading. You're not giving up rest, you're investing in resilience. You're not giving up fun, you're building focus. You're not losing friends, you're creating space for alignment. Success isn't about talent, it's about trade-offs. It's about saying, I'll pass on the temporary pleasure now, so I can live with permanent purpose later. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. The pain of sacrifice is temporary regret, isn't, let's be honest. Sacrificing isn't always easy. It stings, it means doing the hard thing when the easy path is right there. It means training when you're tired, saving when you'd rather spend, studying when others sleep. But hear me, that pain is short-lived. It builds discipline, it stretches your capacity, and it passes. But do you know what doesn't pass so easily? Regret. Regret is watching others live the life you were meant for. It's realizing you had the talent, the time, the calling, but you lacked the commitment. That pain, it lasts a lifetime, so sacrifice now, because the only thing harder than discipline is disappointment. Freedom is earned, not given. People talk about freedom like it's a right. But real freedom, the kind where you live on your terms, with peace, purpose, and power, that kind of freedom must be earned. It's earned through saying no to temporary pleasure. It's earned through months, sometimes years, of consistency. It's earned through staying focused while others drift. You want financial freedom, make sacrifices with how you spend. You want time freedom, make sacrifices with how you use your hours. You want mental freedom. Sacrifice the distractions that drain your energy. You can have freedom if you're willing to fight for it. Your future is built in the present. Every decision you make today is a brick in the house you'll live in tomorrow. And the ones who live with peace and power later are the ones who embrace discipline now. Success doesn't come in one big moment, it's the compound effect of daily decisions, small sacrifices, small wins. Repeated over time, that's how legacies are built. So don't envy someone's results if you haven't seen their sacrifices. And don't resent your season of struggle, it's laying the foundation for something greater. Delay the comfort, secure the freedom. You don't have to give up your dreams, but you do have to give up your excuses. You do have to give up some comfort, some convenience, and some of the old habits that are keeping you stuck. Because freedom is the reward for those who are willing to sacrifice now. So show up with discipline. Delay the gratification. Choose the hard road now and watch how your future opens wide in return. Because short-term sacrifice, it's not just a price you pay, it's the key that unlocks the life you were always meant to live.